Howdy, welcome to the first How Did I Get Here in 6 months, 5 months? It's been a while. I've missed you. Have you missed me? I hope you've missed me. I hope you've been eager for these to start up again because I've got a really good season 5 coming up for you, including today, our episode 1 of season 5. Kate Mattison and Lola Adonna of the R&B group 79.5. New York band, really great sound, really great people to listen to talk. We had a lot of fun. They seem to like the podcast, so they can come on anytime they want, really. But yeah, and they've got a new album that is coincidentally called 79.5 that is out in the universe today, available at all of your favorite DSPs, uh, DPS, digital streaming platform, DSP. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, and they also had a new video drop just a couple of days ago that we talked about. And before we kick off the conversation, here is a little bit of that song, Long Term Parking.
Sun goes down, I only see your face. Done fighting the fire, you said people never change. Are you happy now? Does she love you all the same? I would've loved you anyway. I would've loved you anyway.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hi, Kate. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Dakin or Dakin?
Hey, it's Dakin, long A.
Dakin. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're
Can you
welcome.
see me right now? You can't see me. Let me
No.
start.
But it's okay. Some people don't like to be seen on these on Zoom calls. That's all right.
I personally don't mind. I'm doing a million things right now. I'm uploading our music video that we just got back right now, which is really exciting.
So this is breaking news on the podcast then.
We're breaking news right now. Yes. We had our single that's coming out on Wednesday is called Long Term Parking. It's named after a Sopranos episode, and through magic and manifestation, we got Victoria Imperioli, Michael Imperioli's wife, to direct the video.
That is kind of cool.
It's super cool. And the cinematographer is this really amazing, she's incredible. Her name's Lisa Rinsler. She's done a bunch of stuff with Spike Lee. She did like Menace to Society and Dead Presidents. So it's a beautiful video. So I'm like in the process of getting that to Sarah right now.
Hey.
Hi, Isha. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Just trying to figure out how to work this. Okay.
I'll start video because we'll make it fun. There I am. Hey.
Hello. Hello.
Lola.
I mean, after what 25 years of pandemic, I figured everyone should be down with how to do a Zoom call at this point.
A little bit.
Anywho, hi, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, so this is How Did I Get Here? Did your publicist tell you much about exactly the premise of this or whatnot?
Yeah, it's just you. Well, I'll let you go ahead, but I just did a little dive before, and I just think you asked very nice, interesting questions.
Yay!
That's pretty cool.
Yay! I promise not to do that on this one. Oh yeah. So just talking about your career journey. Yeah, like where you found yourself finding a love of music and how you got to where you are today. I didn't realize that 79.5 have been around for 13 years now.
Yeah.
And you still don't have a Wikipedia page, which is very disappointing.
Yeah, how do we figure that out?
Yeah, how do we do that?
I mean,
how does that happen?
so the deal is somebody has to make it for you.
Oh, really?
So loyal listeners, somebody make a Yeah, because and Googling 79.5 is a terrible, terrible mission.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it is, right?
Oh
Yeah,
no.
you come up with so much randomness, which is fine. I enjoy an ungoogleable band, but anywho, so you as long as you share good company with X.
I like that. I really like X. It's a great band.
Um, so it's a kind of a double X. So I always start this with the same question. And I'm going to let both of you answer separately because this question comes from a time where the two of you probably didn't actually know who each other was yet. So I'll go in alphabetical order. So Aisha, what was the musical moment that made you decide that this is what I want to do? Like the song or the concert
Wow.
or the thing, the thing at family night that was, this is what made
Yeah.
this click.
Well, wow, that's tough. Okay. Well, I actually started in musical theater. My father was a musician, so I already had like kind of like a musical background. But I started in musical theater. What was there was this song that my father says that I always used to listen to. It was a Pepsi commercial that Janet Jackson was like head of. Well, not head of, but she was like the star in the commercial. And he said that I always used to like sing that song, like sing, like just be on the bed, just like. And what's interesting enough, I wanted to be a doctor first. And I woke up one day and was like, I'm not doing anything towards being a doctor. I'm dancing, I'm singing. Like, I think I was about like 11. And that's when I kind of realized I woke up and I was like, Mom, I don't think I want to do I don't think I want to be a doctor anymore. I think I want to perform. I think I want to sing. I feel like that's what makes me happy. So I have to say, I think I always knew it, but I wanted to do something that like my family thought was profitable and financial, something that was, you know, money making, I guess you could say. And so I lived my whole life saying I'm going to be a doctor and a singer. But I was like, I don't really like math. I love school, but chemistry, biology, all that stuff that I have to do for doctor, I don't want to do it. So I think that was the day that I was 11 and I woke up after have been in so much performing arts and was like, yeah, I don't want to be a doctor anymore. I just want to be a singer. I want to perform. I want to be in front of people and do my thing. Yeah.
Excellent. So it was America's brand.
Yeah.
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 I love the unintentional horn hit that happened right
Yeah,
when
right.
Aisha was about to jump over the bridge from doctor to musician. So
Right, exactly.
I,
Right.
I know that wasn't on purpose, but it was beautifully timed. So okay, Kate, question back to you. Same
I
one.
well, first of all, I'm really surprised by that answer, Lola. I think that that's amazing. I think that that is so cool, and I love that in doing these we get to learn more about one another,
That's
even
a
though we
fact.
spend so much time together.
I
Um,
know, right?
my I remember specifically in college, like I like have played music my whole life, like forever since I can remember, and I remember I kind of stopped because I was doing a bunch of like classical piano competitions all the way up till I was like 18, something like that. And I was I was kind of burned out by it and like the formality of everything, like sitting down and practicing and all that. And then when in college, I remember when I started writing my own music, I had like a three-piece and we went by Mattison, which is my last name. And I remember playing in like these basements and like it was like the Kent and Akron, Ohio's like punk scene. And I was like, first of all, it was really bad. Like I was really bad then. I'm not saying I'm good now. I think I'm a pretty good musician, but like, when you're first starting out, you're like, oh my gosh, this is like, I look back and I was really like nervous and timid, but I was writing my own stuff and I was like doing my own thing at the beginning. But I remember very specifically like loading out after playing on my friend's half pipe at this art show with these like punk bands, and they were all like so really supportive. And it was like 3 a.m, and I was like, I don't ever not want to do this. I don't ever want to not feel this feeling of like loading in and loading out, even though that's the stuff that like everybody hates and everything. It just I'll never forget that feeling of acceptance and um in my own weird world that you know I think that's probably why a lot of musicians end up doing what we're doing, because we don't feel accepted in a lot of places, and I felt like that was the first time I felt such an acceptance, and it was a radical acceptance, and it was really cool. And so that was me, like it was like playing punk basements on my Yamaha keyboard with like really a lot of being really timid and all of that. But it was really, that's when I was like, I don't ever not want to do this.
Yeah. Something that that's so hit or miss about punk scenes in different areas is some of them are beautiful and lovely and just want to like create with people, and other are so very like stuck in the rules, and which
Yeah.
and I'm glad you got nurtured in the right way.
Oh yeah. I'll always shout out to the Kent and Akron scene. That's like why I still do what I do. And I loved that scene and I still do. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess it's the same scene that brought us Devo. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we were playing with these band, like this one band. I hope they're still around. They're called Kill the Hippies. I love them. They were so good. They were such a great band. They were really nice people too. I remember that.
all right, so one of you came from bringing a synthesizer to punk rock pop-up shows. The other one of you just decided to tear apart their future as a successful doctor. To
My early
spend
future, because I wasn't even a doctor yet. I knew I wanted to be one, but that did not happen.
uh, but so 79.5. First of all, I do want to talk about the name a little bit because I love the visual of the name. Because 79.5 is a fake radio station that
Right.
doesn't exist on any radio dial. You're actually like, it requires you to like construct extra bandwidth on a traditional radio to get it. And I think that's a cool, like, I don't know, it's a cool visual to represent what you do, because you are kind of just a little outside the box, like doing this like version of R&B that's very specifically you, and like it makes sense hearing the musical theater and the punk because I hear the musical theater and the punk too. Uh, but where did how did 79.5 start?
Well, it started originally as like it was me writing songs as under the moniker Mattison, which is my last name, and I was really sick of telling people how my name was spelled differently than the traditional way that Madison is spelled. Plus, I just didn't feel like it was very cool. I was like, I don't really want to tell people that this is my band name. I wasn't into it. Um, the name actually came about through my buddy JB, who was a guitarist and singer in this band called Crystal Stilts. I don't know if you remember that band, but me and JB and Blake Blake Schwarzenbach from Jawbreaker, we all bartended together at this bar in Park Slope, and we all became good friends. And it was kind of known as this like rock and rollers bar. And I had played a few shows with JB, and I was like, I wanted to change my band name, and I got this email list of amazing names at like 2 a.m. from him. This is a long time ago. This is like, before I changed the name, whenever that was. But he had 79.5 in there, and I felt like it really stood out. It was like really kind of gave the whole like AM Gold kind of vibe, because I was always playing the Fender Rhodes, and yeah, this I just felt like it really embodied the whole sound. So that's how the name actually came about, was through JB in that fateful email, which is really cool.
Yeah. So how did your sound come into fruition? Like you keep like throwing out influences that seem pretty far away from what the band ended up, what the band sounds like now. Uh, Although I do love the idea of a Jawbreaker R&B record.
Yeah, I hope he's listening right now. I'll send this over to Blake.
But yeah, so how did you land upon doing this basically? Like what was it, a natural flow? Was it a conscientious like I I want to feel like something on the radio in the 70s that's every part of the radio in the 70s? Like where did this
I don't think
Wow.
it ever like I don't think it ever came from a place of that. I think it just always came from a place that I was singing and writing songs, and really wanted to find the right group to collaborate with, and it just ended up being, now it's like it's it's settled where it has, and it's become something that I'm so excited to see what it will become in the future from now. But I don't think it was ever like set out to be like, oh, I want it to be this one particular sound. I want us to show that we're diverse in musical and all that. I think it really just came from the fact that it always had that nostalgic kind of quality within the songwriting and within the fact that I was always playing the Rhodes and like synth. And I think that that's just kind of where it came from. I wouldn't say it set out to be one particular way or one direction. I think that all of that just kind of happened naturally. And I think that what is great about this band is now it's become so different than what it originally had set out to become, and that's a good thing, because I think that you cannot have progress without change in life.
I
And I
agree
think
that.
that, yeah, and I think that the changes that have been made have helped this band progress to, like, I just honestly, I don't, even just when we had practice last week, I was like, oof, I can't wait to practice to this week, because it's different every time and we surprise ourselves. And I mean, Aisha, you can tell me if if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, we definitely surprise ourselves just with like just also elevating like our talents and our music. Like there's songs that sometimes we struggle with, and in like one rehearsal, I think the last rehearsal, one song we were playing, we just like, we're back, like we got it. So yeah,
Yeah.
everything is like, it's so experimental, but it's also like consistent too. You know what I mean? I feel like, so I couldn't have said it better myself. Kate, you said that. You did that.
I think we both did a great job.
And I do love when like that click happens anytime you do anything. So speaking of clicking, how did uh, Aisha? How did you end up coming into the picture, like as the the primary, like the person that you're kind of the person that sort of made this move from solo project to
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
a, a collaboration with like two people that are the poster.
Yeah.
As I like on my other screen, I have the BDFQ single cover, which is such a great cover. But yeah, like, uh, when did you come into the picture? How did you guys decide that we're it?
Well, we met doing doing, I think, Duran Jones and Indication's second album, and we were doing background vocals. Aaron Fraser had actually, he kind of like joined us together. He's matchmaker. He had us do some background vocals on their album, and we just hit it off. Like we just like kind of clicked and connected. And Aaron had told me about their music at about 79.5, and I like listened in. Then Kay had also invited me to one of their shows, and I immediately became a fan. I was like, wow, this is like different. This is like dope. Like I'm really excited just to be like connected to these artists. And then she had contacted me to do a show at Industry City, and that's kind of where it blossomed. I was first of all like, you want me to do this? Like what? Like little old me. And I was like, I don't know. It was such like big, I felt like it was big shoes to fill and big shoes to, because she's such a great musician. And I was just like, well, I'm just a singer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to like level up to that. But like, she was really encouraging, and she like made me feel really a part of it. And that's kind of how, and then after that, it was just like, we started making music together during the quarantine. We made I feel like me, Kate and Isaac were like in like some real big workshop mode, and like created some bangers. And I
Yeah.
just remember when she like showed me BDFQ, I was like, that is such an anthem. Like that's going to be like a hit, like an anthem, you know what I mean? And all the music was just so awesome. I'd never heard really anything like it besides what my father played, because he's very like out there with his music as well. But like this was just like so inclusive to R&B, pop, everything. Like it was great. And I'm just happy that she like added me in. It was nice. She's like my big sis. So it was great. That's how
I
we
love
like.
it. I love you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like it was very much like the Kismet
Yeah.
meeting. So that, and I feel that that's, yeah, you couldn't have said it better. And it's worked so much. It's hasn't felt like work. And even when we're tired and we're like, we've been like shooting a lot of music videos and all that and everything, like especially since the year turned this year, promoting this record, like I wouldn't change it for anything. It's like it's worth it. Every second of it is worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live.
So is this record like a true songwriting collaboration?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I would say
Yeah,
so.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much of it was written under quarantine? I'm curious.
I think
Wow.
the majority, well, I see the majority of it besides the duet with Duran and our and BDFQ.
Yeah.
Because and even BDFQ, like we did like that, the chorus of that and like the chords were kind of written before, but that I'm in my opinion, that song got bodied by Lola's rap on it. Like your rap just killed it. And yeah, and then the duet, I had written that before I even had released Predictions, the album before. I wrote that in like 2016. Um, but that was I was determined to get that duet on this record, and it turned out to be so great. And I'm very grateful for Duran Jones for doing the male vocal part. It's so cute.
So awesome. I love
Yeah,
that song.
but yeah, most of it, I'd say the majority of this music was done pre 2019, like right before the pandemic hit, and then most of the demos were recorded during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because like looking at the singles that have kind of popped out ahead of time, it does feel like BDFQ is the scream at the end of it so far. Like
Yeah,
there's like it's good, but there's kind of a solid like flow to them, and then that track yells, for lack of a better word.
yeah,
Definitely. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it.
Right.
I feel like it's a bizarre track too, and I don't mean bizarre in a bad way. I feel like it's just a very, I mean, there's like chromatic scales in
Right. The piano solo is lit. Like, who has a piano solo in the middle of like it's like such a band. I love it. Everything about that song, I love it. From the chorus to the rap to the piano. I'm just like, I'm always feeling every time she starts to play, I just be like, whoo, like chills. It's so great. It's great.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of like the electro clash era played by real instruments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's got definitely got like a gritty like metal
Yeah.
energy to it. You know, it's heavy. It's a dark song, but it's positive. It's very positive
Mhm.
message. Dark music, positive message.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So the tour, when does your tour start at this point? Like it's soon,
A week
right?
from today. A week from
Yeah.
today. We start in Seattle.
Yeah. So every time as I've kind of did a research on you guys by looking at clips online, it feels like every time I came across a more recent performance clip, there's been more people in the band.
Mhm.
And
I think well, maybe you saw something a little bit while ago. There used to be like 7 people in the band. Right now, we've been a solid 5 piece for about the last 3-4 years. But also, there's been the pandemic, so who's going to know that information?
Yeah.
that's true. Like, yeah, like there are a few years where you didn't have the opportunity to play live.
Right.
Yeah. So do you feel like do you feel like you're at your solid five right now, or what do you see the lineup looking
Yes.
like over the next few years?
I see it as just as it is. And if we add like, for a special show, we had another vocalist, percussionist, perhaps, but like this, as I see it, this is it.
The
I don't,
core.
yeah, this is the core. It feels so solid and positive, and I feel we all uplift one another and inspire one another. And this is, I've been doing bands for a long time now, and you have to have so much flexibility, and this band allows the flexibility for everyone, and not just the main person that started the band have to be so flexible all the time. Um there's so much giving and so much care about in one another in the 5 of us, that I feel like I really don't personally don't want to do it if it's not the 5 of us anymore. It's a lot of work. I mean, anyone who's been in a band knows how much work it is.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and balancing five people feels like a good number. Any more than that, and it's kind of chaos. Any less than that, it feels, I don't know, egos are hard to balance out. but yeah, and I like having an odd number because you have a tiebreaker.
Like a middle, a middle.
I'm also like really weirdly superstitious about like odd numbers, like all the time. Like
Mhm.
I always do things in odd numbers. I mean, the band's 79.5. It's all odd numbers. I'm oddly superstitious in that way, but yeah, I really like the dynamic that we have, and we've really over the last several years really become quite tight, and it's like magic every time we get together. Like I said, like when we started band tour rehearsals, we were just like, "Ooh, this is why we do this."
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and the first time you're going to be playing a lot of these songs live seems to be a headlining tour across country, which is that nerve-wracking or exciting or both or neither?
It's more exciting than nerve. I mean, it's like a bit of nerves, but to be honest, I feel like no, I'm really excited. I'm really excited that we're getting this opportunity. We've been like manifesting and praying for it and being like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. And it's like from the videos to the songs to the recording, like we're like making stuff happen. So it feels really good. It feels like, yay, finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
excited. I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous, but that's just because I always get nervous.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Yeah.
Nerves
Well,
are good.
yeah, also like the venues I know that you're playing are all like super energetic rooms, which is like a weird thing to say, but like Rickshaw Stop is kind of like the San Francisco sort of party home.
Nice.
The
Nice.
the Paramount LA is one of those, like it's heavy in like the lat it's a lot of rock and Espanol and like Latinx music. And so I like from all I've gathered, the vibe there is great, and Johnny Brenda's also is just one of those spaces. So I don't know anything about the other two spots, but you've got the luxury of going into some rooms that will like
Yeah.
that are very like kind and vibrant.
I'm
Nice.
excited. I haven't played. The only place we've played is Brooklyn Made, actually, where our release party is here in the city. But the Madame Lou's in Seattle is what I'm told is part of the Crocodile. And I played the
Okay.
Crocodile before, and had a great time there. So I think Madame Lou's is going to be super fun too, because I've heard it's like a basement venue, and I love basement venues.
Basement
Awesome.
venue is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm just so excited to play.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm gonna kind of wind things up, and I always like ending with the same question too. Uh, and I'll go in reverse order. So thinking back to that night in Ohio where you were loading out, would you be how would you feel about where your music has evolved, like where you stand now?
I'm very proud of myself. Really proud of myself for a bitch not fucking quitting. Honestly, that's where I stand, because I did almost give up, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, and Aisha, I feel like I should have been calling you Lola this whole time.
Sorry, yeah, and I'm looking like Aisha. Yeah, that's my name. But yeah, it's Lola. Everybody knows it's Lola. Lola. It's okay.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny if like you actually had two different personas that you like did interviews as.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
good
It
at
was,
it.
My stage persona and
well, who is it? Ricky Reed is also Eric Frederick
everything.
from like Wallpaper and in the early days of Wallpaper, he used to do interviews as both Eric Frederick, the producer, and Ricky Reed, the frontman.
Nice.
And until he decided that being Ricky Reed at interviews was just exhausting. But anywho, well, your question, so how do you feel? I'm gonna flip it a little bit. How do your parents feel about you not becoming a doctor at this point?
Well, see, okay, so when I say family, it's my outside family, like my uncles and everything
Okay.
else. But my parents were super supportive of me. Like my father is super supportive. The only thing he was kind of like questioning was like being in the industry, because he just knows how like toxic that could be. But like other than that, he's like still fully supportive of my music. But yeah, they already knew. They already knew. I would hear them talk sometimes and be like, I don't think doctor is what it is. You know what I mean? Because I was always in performance. Like there wasn't a moment. I wasn't going, like she would get me, my mom got me like this, the test, I don't even know what it's called. The thing that takes your heart. Stethoscope.
Stethoscope.
No doctor in my future. She would get me like, fun little toys and everything else. But you know, I think they'd be super proud. My father's super proud that I'm still doing music, and my mom would be definitely super proud that I'm still doing it. Like I think she's my rock. She's like from above. She's like, keep going, keep going, keep going. So yeah, for sure. I think they're super proud. My dad smile when he's in the crowd. It's just like always cheesing. So they're very proud of me. For sure.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm excited about this. So again, your tour kicks off in a week, which puts a lot of pressure on me to get this edited and live.
Yeah.
But what's great is I'm the one that's been saying, not you folks. It's a lot less to edit out. But album is out. Oh,
Friday. This Friday. Woo.
A lot of pressure to get this up live.
No pressure from us.
Right. Right.
We're chill ladies. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I put enough pressure on myself anyways. So anywho, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
taking some time out of your week. And yeah, I break a leg, but don't really break a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we won't break legs, but
we won't break legs.
Thank you.
Thanks again to Kate and Aisha, aka Lola. Sorry about that. It gets confusing when people have an alias. And to play the show out, here is a clip of BDFQ. Once again, album comes out today. Tour starts in Seattle on the 8th. Plays San Francisco on the 11th, LA on the 12th. Then they go back home. Short run. So get to one of those shows. And I will see you very, very soon. I've got a show in the queue with Raquel from Dreamwife that is going to be something to entertain your ears and your heart. All right, have a good one.